Welcome back to the channel. My name is Abram and welcome to the start of my videos on Euro 2020 in Football Manager 2020. Seeing as Euro 2020 has been taken away from us by the pandemic, I've decided I'm going to do Euro 2020 myself, simulating it in Football Manager. We're going to go through every single fixture in Euros, going to watch it, watch the highlights and the goals and see how it unfolds and see who wins. Over the next few days, I'm going to be going through each group, going through the team, how they got here, and the squad that they are taking to the Euros. So today is Group A. We're going to go through the 4 teams in Group A, and then the next video will be Group B, and so on and so forth. And then on Friday the 12th of June, I will be posting the very first match, which is Italy versus Austria. So on Friday the 12th of June at 8 o'clock, that match will be up on YouTube with extended highlights and my commentary, and the start of the Euros will be underway. So today we're going to go through the 4 teams in Group A, starting with Italy and Austria, and then Czech Republic and Poland. We are going to go through their 23-man squads. We're going to go through how they got to the Euros as well. Just to know beforehand, the qualification results will not be the same as they were in real life. And also the game doesn't allow you to replicate fixtures from real life, otherwise it would have been Turkey versus Italy, the opening fixture. But no, we've got Italy versus Austria instead. So all 3 of Italy's group games will be in the Stadio Olimpico in Rome, first of all taking on Austria, then Poland, and then the Czech Republic. So let's have a look at Italy's road to the Euros then. They qualified top of Group J. Italy with an almost perfect record, but for a 2-1 home defeat against Bosnia and Herzegovina. It was Jorginho leading for Italy, Rade Krunic and Edin Dzeko with second half goals to give Bosnia and Herzegovina the 3 points. Bosnia did also qualify for the Euros. We'll see those a little bit later on in the videos. But Italy conceding just 4 goals in their qualification campaign, clean sheets in their first 4 games against Bosnia, Liechtenstein, Finland and Armenia. Italy did suffer a 1-0 defeat in Norway in their warm-up match for the tournament, but they did beat Russia 2-0 in a friendly back in March. So looking at the squad then, the 3 goalkeepers chosen are Gianluigi Donnarumma, Alex Meret and Salvatore Sirigu. Manuel Lazzari and Alessandro Florenzi will be the players at right back, with Leonardo Spinazzola as the left back. Plenty of options in central defence with Leonardo Bonucci, Francesco Acerbi, Daniele Rugani, Alessio Romagnoli and Giorgio Chiellini, with Gianluca Mancini also rounding out the defenders. In midfield they've got Nicolo Barella, Brian Cristante and Jorginho, Lorenzo Pellegrini, Stefano Sensi and Marco Verratti. And then the forward options: Andrea Bellotti, Federico Bernardeschi, Ciro Immobile, Lorenzo Insigne and Matteo Politano. Immobile though does have an injury, as they got injured in the warm-up match against Norway, meaning that he will miss the first 2 to 3 weeks of the tournament. Notable absences from the squads: possibly Stefan El Shawari, who's playing in China at the moment, Mattia Di Sciglio of Juventus not in the squads, no Mario Balotelli, age 29, and other players that could have made it, players like David Zappacosta, Domenico Berardi and Giacomo Bonaventura also miss out. But a strong squad for Italy. Pretty much the strongest squad they can get. No massive injury concerns apart from Immobile, who was picked and then got injured. But otherwise, Italy with a clean bill of health to start off the Euros. Their opponents in the opening game are Austria, managed by Franco Foda, who qualified through the Euro 2020 playoffs. Austria finished 4th in Group G behind Poland, Slovenia and Israel. They did only win 4 of their 10 group games, with a 1-0 win in Israel, a 3-1 win in Latvia, and home victories against North Macedonia and Slovenia. Home defeats against Poland and Israel did see them drop down to 4th. It could have been a lot higher for them, but they did suffer some defeats. Austria got a pretty surprising result in the playoffs, beating Sweden in Stockholm before a 3-1 win away against Slovakia in the playoff final to qualify for the finals. In the warm-up games before the Euros, they did lose 1-0 in Georgia, but got a pretty convincing 4-1 home victory against Turkey, with Arnautovic, Schlager, Murg and Hinterseer all scoring goals. Austria again with few injury concerns, although experienced midfielder Zlatko Jinazovic is unavailable, 55 caps for him. But the Austria squad looks like this: the 3 goalkeepers Heinz Lindner, Alexander Schlager and Richard Strebinger. The defenders, you have David Alaba, the Bayern defender, Alexander Dragovic, Martin Hinteregger, Konrad Laimer, Valentino Lazaro, Stefan Posch, Kevin Wimmer and Maximilian Werber. 7 midfielders picked for the squad: Julian Baumgartlinger, Florian Grilic, Florian Kainz, Thomas Murg, Marcel Sabitzer, Xaver Schlager and Alessandro Schöpf. And the forward options, you've got Marko Arnautovic playing for Shanghai SIPG, Kevin Friesenbichler, Michael Grigorich, Lucas Hindesier and Karim Onisiwo. After their game against Italy in Rome, Austria do have games all the way in Baku in Azerbaijan as they face Czech Republic and Poland in the Olympic Stadium in Baku. On Saturday, 3 games will be going up, one of which is the game between the Czech Republic and Poland. Czechia qualified 2nd place in Group A behind England, and they were the only team to take points from England in the qualification campaign as they had a goalless draw at Wembley. It was a strong start for the Czech Republic, but in their final 4 qualifiers they did win just one, with a 2-0 home defeat against England and a 1-0 defeat in Bulgaria, as well as drawing in Montenegro. Post-qualifiers they were unbeaten in their 4 friendlies, beating New Zealand and Estonia 1-0 in March, before warm-up games against Moldova and Armenia, which were won 3-0 and 1-0 respectively. Some of the players that didn't go for Czech Republic include Jakub Brabek from Victoria Pilsen and Jan Moravec of Augsburg. Michael Travnik of Sparta Prague and Lucas Hejda are injured, but the squad that Jaroslav Zilhavi is taking compiles 3 goalkeepers: Alex Kruska, Yuri Pavlenka and Thomas Vaklic. In defence we have Jan Boril, Andrei Siluska, Vladimir Kufal, Pavel Kaderabek, Thomas Callas of Chelsea, I believe, Filip Novak and Marek Sushi. In midfield we have Alice Shemak, Vladimir Dorida, Thomas Horava, Alex Krull, David Pavelka and Thomas Socek. And then the forward options: Thomas Shuri, Borek Dokal, Jakub Jankto, Jan Kopic, Michael Kremenik, Lucas Masopust and Patrick Schick. Schick could be one to watch, but he did only score just 1 goal for RB Leipzig in this season, playing just 14 games. But they're taking on Poland and Jerzy Brzezek in their first game. Poland won Group G in the qualifiers, finishing ahead of Slovenia. They lost just 1 game during their qualification campaign, which was a 2-1 defeat in Ljubljana against Slovenia, although they did also draw at home to Slovenia and Austria, their fellow qualifiers from the group. So Poland and Austria qualify from the same group and end up in the same group in the finals. Poland warmed up with a 3-0 win in Kosovo for the tournament, although March did see him lose 2-1 to Portugal, and that was after beating Romania 3-0. Poland also have 1 game in Rome and 2 games in Azerbaijan as they face the Czech Republic and Austria in Baku. Poland are declining to take David Kovnacki and Lukas Teodosic, as well as Mir Zajewski and Kamil Wilczek of Giuseppe. But this is the Poland squad. The goalkeepers: Bartolomiej Drakowski, Lukas Fabianski of West Ham, and Wojciech Szczesny, formerly of Arsenal, currently at Juventus, I think. Central defence sees Jan Bednarek of Southampton, Pavel Davidovich, Kamil Glik from Monaco, Bartosz Berezinski, Pavel Zarozinski, Marcin Kaminski, Thomas Kazura and Maciej Robus. Midfield has Bartosz Kapusta, playing for Leicester, Mateusz Klich of Leeds United, Grzegorz Kryzowiak of Lokomotiv Moscow, Karol Linetti of Sampdoria and Piotr Zielinski, who plays for Napoli. And up front we've got Jakub Błaszczykowski, Kamil Grzycki, Kamil Józwiak, Damian Kadzor, Robert Lewandowski, Bayern Munich, star striker of course, and Arkadiusz Milik, also of Napoli, and Krzysztof Piatek of Hertha Berlin. So you would fancy Italy as favourites to win this group, but behind them I think it's going to be very close between Austria, Czechia and Poland. I would fancy the Poles to take it with the likes of Lewandowski up front. Poland with a world ranking not far behind Italy actually, Italy with 14th, Poland 16th. So you would fancy Italy and Poland to qualify from the group. Austria and Czech Republic could provide an upset in their games either in Rome or in Baku. That is it for today. Join me in the next video where we're going to be looking at the 4 teams from Group B: Bosnia and Herzegovina, Portugal, Russia and Denmark. But that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, do consider subscribing and turning on notifications. And join me very soon for the look at Group B in Euro 2020. Like I said, it's been pushed back to next year, so as fans would say, fine, I'll do it myself. Thank you for watching guys, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.